Everybody ready for the comeback of the second guy into Man and the Couch, bro?
What up, guys? Welcome to another episode based on popular demand.
There is no popular demand.
The
It
co-host
just
has
Brucey Bruce
finally
was driving
arrived.
me nuts, and he just wanted me back on the show. He's like, "When you coming back? When you coming back? I came back, bro."
Yeah,
Let's talk about patience. Bruce.
patience.
Let's talk
Okay.
about patience. Do you have any patience?
Now or before?
Just in general, right now, because you were patiently waiting for me to come back, though I think you were very impatient because you kept nagging me and nagging me and nagging me to come back.
For me, consistency is key. So if I'm not getting the clips up at least once a week, the algorithm gets all messed
So
up.
you're becoming
So
Gary Vee, huh?
I'm just trying to be consistent.
Gary Vee is what you're trying to be.
No, I'm not. Gary Vee's
Who
trying
is
to
actually
be
your
me.
favorite? Who is actually your favorite influencer on YouTube?
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, you can. No. You're supposed to have a mentor like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Gary Vee, Tony Robbins. What's his name? Berford. What was his name? The Wolf of Wall Street. What's his name?
Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort. You see,
That is my favorite movie, The Wolf of Wall
I
Street.
know,
If
but
you haven't watched it,
which character, which person who is spewing nonstop lies on Instagram and YouTube is your favorite? Who's the person you look up to? Who's the person you want to watch all the time because you love their content?
I like pranks, so I watched That Was Epic, Juan Gonzalez, and Big Doss TV, and where they do the social experiments and the pranks. That's what I
Didn't
really
they kind
like.
of stop that?
No, they still do it, but they do it.
What was your favorite
different.
one? Was it the one with the where they were looking for the sugar mama? Or I'm sorry, they were looking for the gold digger.
The
Was it
Gold
them?
Digger videos are okay. The funny one was the blind man dropping money prank, where the guy drops money and to test the loyalty of people. I like that one.
Didn't you do that at the party?
I did do that at a party. Security said, "This is no joke. We're gonna kick you out."
Why don't you tell us exactly what happened during that party?
It was a boat party, and I brought some couple of $100 bills that were promotion picture only. And unfortunately, I started throwing it around, and people were just like going down on the ground, hitting heads, banging heads, just to get that money. And then they
So what
picked
you're
it up
saying is you started the riot.
on a boat, ladies and gentlemen. Do not do that. It's just we like to take risks for that extra view.
Did you guys hear? For the extra view, my dear colleague over here likes to take risks which are unnecessary.
No risk, no reward. By the way, the latest podcast with Oksana, the ESQ, is blowing up. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa, it's blowing up.
I love you all. This is Sunglasses Exclusive Brucey Bruce. This is Attorney Dan the Man, Danny Pooh. So
When did they get a new name? Why would you do that?
one of our friends, mutual friends, gave you the name Danny Pooh. So you are Winnie the Pooh.
You have issues, is all I'm gonna tell you.
That's a nice song, actually.
So, I'm just curious. Where's the niche we're going for on here?
The best niche we're going here is that we don't prepare for this. This is unscripted, live. We don't brainstorm. We just talk whatever comes into our mind. And that's the best thing. And that's the feedback I've been getting from my friends and family, the positive feedbacks, the negative feedbacks. And I love all the commentary that you guys gave on the last podcast.
Oh, yo, guys, thank you for the commentary. That shit was ridiculously good. Please keep it going, especially the Bukharian that was thrown out. For people who don't know, Bukharian is a variation of Uzbek language and Farsi mixed together. So keep going.
We love it.
We love the fact that it's international. Please, Brucey Bruce here will answer every one of your comments. The more you post, the more he'll answer. Just saying. And his responses are hysterical.
Yeah, apparently I remind them from Kramer from Seinfeld. So this is Kramer apparently. By the way, let us know who Danny reminds you of, so we can get
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Well, Mr. Bean doesn't talk; he just does. So, but yeah,
So here's my question for you. Do you feel you're better in a relationship than you are in getting into one?
it's a good question actually. Do I feel if I'm better in relationships, getting into it, or while I'm in it? Right?
Do you feel you're better when you're in a relationship as opposed to getting into a relationship?
Well, obviously, I feel the latter because once you're in the relationship, you kind of already get the idea of who you're getting yourself involved with, and you get more comfortable. But it's the one where to get that relationship going, to have that person to go on dates, that's the hard part, I think, because you have to.
So what you're saying is once you get married, you don't have to do anything anymore. You're just done.
You already know the
You're like,
perks.
you're like, yo, go into the woman and cook food for me. That's all. That's all I care about. You don't need to be up in here. All right, I already got you. That's it. I paid for the restaurants. I paid for the Ubers. Now you come to my place. Go into the kitchen and make me a meal, woman. That's it. Dating goes from going outside, having a good time, to come to my place. It's okay for a quickie, for a longie, whatever the hell you want. It's gonna be here.
Uh, no, that doesn't die. Romance should not die, and you should always look to spice things up. That's my
How
own.
would you spice things up?
But
Candles?
by always keeping her on her
Anal
feet,
beads?
being unexpected, unexpected stuff. Don't know what the hell that was all about. What drink are you on? You want some Don Julio? I have a whole bar room right
Anal
here.
plug?
No, none of that stuff. But
It's kind of vanilla, bro. You don't have a red room? I mean, if you look at this,
this
the
is
point-
red. Red sets the vibe. So
he's setting the vibes, everybody. He's setting the vibe. You know what we should do? We should get we should get the pillows with like Control Alt Delete and just like put them everywhere. That's what we should do. Yeah.
I've seen those pillows actually in Burlington, I think.
Oh, I'm glad this is your favorite place. You invest in stock?
No,
Why not?
can't trade stocks for other reasons. But
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah.
was like Jordan Belfort of Mother Russia. That's why he cannot trade stocks. I forgot you're banned for many, many years.
yeah.
Oh, sucks to be you.
No, I love it. I love to be in it where I can't trade, but I know the whole system's in and out.
Oh, did you guys hear that? He knows all the systems in and out. His phone number is going to be flashing on your screen in 3, 2, 1. Major look. There's no phone number. But I'm glad you thought there was.
What about you, Danny the Manny? What do you think on the relationship aspect? Do you think it's easier for you to get one, or do you think it's easier when you're in it already? What do you think?
I think for me, it's easier to be in a relationship because I know exactly how to be in a relationship. I am a relationship type of a man. I like to get into it, and I can do everything that's necessary to make sure the relationship is strong and it goes long and it never ends. Just like my nights. Just saying, they go long and strong, just like last Saturday night. As opposed to getting into one, apparently I have an issue, which I'm aware, and this is the self-aware part that comes in.
Self-awareness is key, according to Gary Vee.
Oh, I'm glad you made that rhyme.
I just rhymed,
Very
yes.
nice. I'm impressed. But the thing is, I actually get shy when I approach a girl I like. Actually, it's not true. Yeah, I just generally get shy when it comes to approaching people. I think I'm way too much in my head. Maybe there's a built up, maybe there is, I don't know what it is, but it sometimes appears and I really dislike that fact about me. But once I overcome it and I continue to push myself to overcome it, uh, I'm better off. Like I can talk about any topic, I can engage in conversation, but for some reason that initial start, the initial flick of the match is not working for me. And
So,
I think during COVID it got worse.
yeah. So let's see, Danny. Are you single?
Oh, bro,
Are
yo,
you single like a
I,
dollar bill?
I'm always dating somebody.
Oh, he's dating someone. I was gonna say, ladies and gentlemen,
No, I don't need a shout out.
Danny here
Yo,
is
bro,
single like a
bro,
dollar bill.
Excuse me. I'm like one of our friends. He's always with somebody.
Always with somebody.
Yeah, you just
Wow.
you just hung up the phone with him. He was just rushing his car to get to that other place where she's waiting for him.
Yeah.
You know how it is. It's all about options. It's all about opportunities. It's all about keeping yourself open to seeing what's out there.
Yeah. True.
And then when you're ready, you lock it down.
How do you know when you're ready?
Uh, you know what? I think this goes to what it's like to get older. So the other day I was asked, like, what did I do Saturday night, right? Saturday night I went out with you and a few other people. And for all the viewers out there, I'm 41.
Damn.
Survived until 41. Many people didn't make it, so I'm very happy. My boy right here is 32. So we have a 9 year difference. And the difference between him and I is he has that ambition, determination, desire to go out, have fun, see new things, experience new things. He wants to do threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes, whatever you want to come up with. This guy is there. He wants to do skydiving. He wants to do hang gliding. Whatever it is, rock climbing, whatever you want to think about. This guy's interested.
Adventure is key, bro.
Adventure is key. As people get older and they mature, they get settled in their life. Just like a building, when it's built, eventually it settles into the ground. It's the same thing that people slowly start settling into their life. They want to spend more time indoors. They want to be more removed from the craziness of standing in lines, of looking for a place to hang out, of doing crazy benders, such as the past couple of weeks, spending time with him. We were coming home when the birds were waking up. I haven't done one of those nights in a long time.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It took me 4 days to recoup and get back to normal. This guy bounced back the next day. He was like, "Yo, I'm back. Can we do this again?"
Team no sleep, bro.
So
Team no sleep.
definitely for one of us. So when I was what I was explaining to the person I was talking to is that when spending time with the younger generation, they are the ones pushing you to be better.
Mm.
The older generation pushes in a different way for the person to mature, to evolve, whatever. But the younger generation has that zest in them. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like Kim and I have a friend who is almost never available. Every time we invite him, he's never available. He always makes an excuse. He's always tired. He can never come through. And we accepted it, and it's okay. But the truth of the matter is, in life, and I hate to quote Will Smith, I hate to quote all the people, everything that's great happens outside your comfort zone. Whether it's getting a new job, whether it's approaching a person that you might be a little bit shy to approach or nervous, whether it's getting a new place, whether it's investing in a stock or performing a stock operation that you haven't done before, whatever it is, it's there's an element of fear initially, and then after fear there comes an element of calmness, because just like when him and I jumped out of the plane, and I remember it when you were jumping, you were looking at me like, "Oh, you're an asshole! I can't believe you! I can't believe you!"
I only said, Danny, I hate you, and then I just went for it. I
Yeah,
didn't say no, you're an asshole, none of that stuff. So
but that element of what he was feeling while he was coming out of the plane and looking down at the ground,
that was fun, ladies and gentlemen. Do it, do it, do it.
and once he actually was in the air, there is a change in how you feel. You're more fearful of taking that step as opposed to when you're hurtling down to earth at a crazy speed. Because at that moment, you already let go of your fears and you're just in that moment.
You're free like a bird.
So when he jumped, initially he was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you."
Is
He's actually
that-
gonna splice in uh, that particular footage when he looks at me with his hair, like, "I can't believe you," and then he jumps. And but when he jumped, that element, that all that feelings, they go away, and just you have this calmness. You're like, "Wow, I succeed, I did." So anything that we ever do is the same thing as approaching a person that you thought you wouldn't talk to. You talk to them for 2 minutes, you feel comfortable, it just goes away. This fear, it paralyzes, but it's our job to overcome it and move forward. And as my friend here likes to say all the time, then you comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. But I do want to congratulate him that for the past 5 months, this guy has been going consistently to gym because I've been picking his ass up at various times. So he's dealing with a lot, but still.
Gaining these muscles, you know.
Are you guys seeing how ripped he's getting? Yo,
Yeah.
this
The
guy is
six-pack
legit.
abs are coming to a theater near you.
He's gonna bring 6-pack abs next time. It's gonna be a
Bringing
beer.
sexy back.
He's bringing something back. That's right. But yeah, that's what I was referring to. That going back to what I said earlier, I'm more of a relationship person as opposed to uh, dating around, so to speak. Even though I mentioned that I'm always available, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, one thing I just realized this past couple of months actually is that I don't know why this is coming to my thoughts, but I think that a lot of people who are young They just want to date. They don't want to get settled or get married.
Why not?
I don't know. I think they just like the idea of just like dating around and not having a commitment. Like when they like date a guy or a girl that's showing that they're serious and they want to get settled, they back away. They start making some sort of an excuse, like you're not for me. I'm not interested.
Put an interruption, guys. I really want you to see the reaction. How did you feel when the person came to you and said they were ready?
Well, it depends when they said they were ready. If it was on the first date, it would be a bit scary.
But if they
But
know, they
if it
know.
was,
Sometimes you know. If you know, you know.
this is not 1925
Doesn't
where,
matter. If you know, you know.
well, both
But how
people
did you
should
feel?
know.
What was the feeling?
Both people should
No, no,
know.
no. But what was the feeling that you had when you had a person come to you and say, I'm here, real intentions, and I want to be with you? How did you feel? Did you feel a little scared? Did your heart go dil par par?
It did. They don't know what dil par par is, so,
It's okay.
so your heart skips a beat. That's what dil par par is for non-Baharian speakers out there. I did feel a bit like, wow, that's interesting. Thank
Pressured
you.
for you now?
Yeah, but if I don't love this person and I haven't gone with them out many times and they tell me I want to marry you, then that's showing me that there's an issue there. Like, yeah, you say they know, but it has to be a two-way street, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You just said that the person there's other people who are young. They don't want to commit. They want to do this and that.
I'm talking about people.
Because you see, you need to see it from both sides.
I do, but I'm talking about people who's been dating for
Doesn't
some
matter.
time, not
That
like
doesn't
first or
matter.
second, third date. I'm talking about if you're dating for months, years, and you're just dating, and you
Doesn't
just
matter.
doesn't matter.
There's people out there who can date for 3, 4, 5, 10 years and never get married.
Why though? That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's what I'm starting to
Because
realize.
not being married, you have an exit strategy.
Yeah, so it's all about like, oh, I can bounce, rather than
Yes.
getting a divorce.
Yes. Because the
Bu-
divorce is prolonged and it depends what kind of person you marry because they could be exceptionally petty and they could make your life a living hell.
True, but if you're a
But
mature adult, come on.
I'm sorry, how many mature adults have you met in your lifetime?
Depends who.
It, that was a very simple question. How many mature adults have you met in your lifetime? And how many people you've seen who are older
Quite
than
a
you?
few.
And how many people who are younger than you have you seen that are still immature?
A lot.
Okay, see, a lot and quite a few are two different
Yeah.
in nature.
You have a point there, Danny the Manny. The attorney Dan, always with his arguments.
They're not, listen, my goal is not to argue any particular point. My goal is to have people come to a conclusion by themselves.
Mm.
And when the people come to conclusion by themselves, that's when they learn. I do the same thing with my nephews.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's about helping people come. You gotta give them breadcrumbs. You gotta have them come to that realization by themselves. Not you telling them, because when you tell it to them, they're like, whatever. But when you question, when you give examples, and it works really well when you know the person. When you know the person and you explain things to them and you're able to draw upon their experiences in life, because they're able to go to that place and see that frame of reference, they learn better.
Mm.
When it's random people, it's harder to draw that frame of reference. And that's why usually people do examples with cars or they do other examples to illustrate their points.
Interesting perspective. Okay. Well, what I was just saying is that
Nobody cares what you were saying. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing.
yeah, they don't care. True. That's what the last commentary was like 30, 40 comments. But trying to be a bit less crazy.
You should be as crazy as you can be. This is your posterity. This is you gonna be. This is your what are they called? Not time bombs. They're called time shells.
Memories, bro.
Yeah, something along those lines. This is where you leave an impression of yourself, and then 40 years later you look at it like, yo, I was an amazing guy, or the opposite side of that.
I had so many haters and so many love.
I don't think YouTube is gonna exist in 40 years.
I think so.
Why? Why do you think so?
What do you think? YouTube 2.0 is coming out?
No, what do you think would be better than YouTube? Pornhub?
No.
Everyone's just gonna be doing news naked.
I think YouTube is gonna be there for at least 100 more years.
Wow. We
I
only
don't-
have YouTube for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, actually I might be wrong. 20 years.
And it's still here.
Yes, no, I understand.
Yaznai means I understand for those
Sorry,
of you
guy.
who are not Russian speakers.
We change languages left, right, and center. That's how we do.
You.
Okay, I'm sorry. It happens. Big freaking deal. In any case, to all the folks out there, it was a pleasure chatting with you. We want you to join us every week, same time, same place. That's a bullshit. It's whenever we feel like posting. That's how it goes. Speaking of which, there was a podcast that had Nicole Aniston on. You know who the Nicole Aniston is?
Yeah, I
Right?
saw that one.
I feel like it was a wasted opportunity. This is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, honestly, in adult entertainment.
Are you calling Nicole Aniston to join us in the podcast?
Yes, Nicole, I'm calling you out. I want you to come down
We
to
should
New
we
York.
should tag her.
Yeah, you should definitely tag
We'll
her. I
tag
want you
you.
to come down to New York. We will ask you the most involved questions. We'll actually make it interesting because honestly, the two people who interviewed you were just weird. One of them did not say a word, and the other one seemed like he was on crack. He was like a fanboy. He's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, okay, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. I have a question. I was like, listen, bro, relax. You're just human. It's not a big deal, But hey, unfortunately, we haven't gotten those type of guest stars.
There are actually gonna be a few interesting guest stars coming.
What guest stars coming? Oh,
Yeah, we're thinking to do
he's getting Gary Vee
two-
on his podcast.
we're thinking to do two guys in a half and a couch.
I'm sorry, two guys get together with someone on a half of a couch?
Yeah, someone is gonna be here another half, and it's
Ooh.
gonna be a little bit different. Two guys and one girl.
Yo, we need to stop. While we're behind two guys and one girl. Do not Google that. Do not Google that. You're not gonna get the result you're looking for.
Why not? They will. Once on YouTube, they're gonna get our podcast.
Yeah. But do not Google it on
Yes.
Google.
Yeah.
Before you get to our podcast, you're gonna go through a lot of X-rated material.
How do you know? You've Googled it before?
I Google two girls and a guy. One girl and a guy. Whenever you put a guy and a girl together in the search engine, most of the time you're gonna get some porn.
Yeah. Well, guys, stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of interesting guest stars. Danny will come and go because that's how Danny operates, and we're
Wow,
always
look
happy
at
to
this.
have Danny here.
He's kicking the co-founder of the podcast. Yo, this is a
Danny
sad
will
day
be part
in
of
podcasting
the
history.
interviewing process. We're gonna get a third mic set up, God willing, and the person will be in the middle on this couch with the red, because the red sets the vibe, and we're gonna discuss just from a woman's perspective, for a guy's perspective, from an attorney perspective, from Wolf of Wall Street's perspective, and all perspectives out there in the world.
And that note, guys, it's been a pleasure. Peace out.